Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk a little bit differently about Blitz than we used to on that channel. I decided to do that video not to throw a rock at anyone or to complain or anything like that, just to give you my general thoughts and feelings about World of Tanks Blitz, the current state of YouTube, etc, all those things. It's cool from time to time to do an update video. So let's start off right now talking about the channel. First, my channel. For those of you who are following me for a very long time, you know I've been around for around 2 years. And before this year, I think in 2020, from the beginning of 2020 to right now, I do 2 videos a day, upload 2 videos a day. Whereas before that, it was 1 video a day for the time where I went from 0 to 10,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken, after I tried to pull up a little bit more videos. So I've been around for a long time. I've done nearly 1,000 videos about World of Tanks Blitz. And today, I can assure you that I get bored about World of Tanks Blitz. I'm getting bored for several reasons that I'm going to try to explain right now, and not necessarily about the game itself. There are other factors that we're going to develop after. First, let's talk about the game itself. I have a problem with World of Tanks Blitz, unlike the one I didn't have with World of Tanks PC. It's the time they take to release new tanks. I know you're gonna tell me that it's my problem because I managed to grind everything really easily, unlock all the tanks quite easily as well, but I'm not necessarily talking about grinding tanks. I'm talking about implementing tech tree tanks, not premiums. If you take a look at the game nowadays, it takes Wargaming usually 3 to 4 months for them to implement a new branch into the game. So every 3-4 months we will have 4, maybe 5 new tanks from a different tech tree, and that's it. We'll have to rest on this for at least 5 months. Whereas when you take a look at the premiums they are implementing, they implement nearly 3 different premiums a month. This is way too much. I mean, the game is turning pay to win. It's already pay to win, let's be fair. It's already pay to win because if you want to grind correctly, if you want to have fun, all the tanks, the best tanks you can have fun with are Premium, Smasher, Annihilator. And I don't really blame Wargaming for that. I don't blame them because they still can balance it by implementing either new broken tech tree tanks or by upgrading the tech tree tanks to the level of your original premiums and collectible that are broken. No, but what I want to highlight here is that if Wargaming is able to release 2 to 3 premiums every fucking month, they could release 2 or 3 tech tree tanks every fucking month as well. I know it seems quite easy to say it like that because obviously Wargaming has to do a lot of research, they have to test the tech tree tanks because unlike the premiums, tech tree tanks are meant for literally everyone, which means that if they are just slightly better or just a little bit below, you are going to see it on the battlefield and you are going to receive a lot of complaints on those new tanks. But take a look at World of Tanks PC, take a look at how many tanks they have, just copy past them, or just copy past them. Maybe you will struggle in the future Wargaming, but for the moment, just take tanks from World of Tanks PC and put them in World of Tanks Blitz, at least the ones that are suitable, you know? To continue what I was saying, guys, beside the add tech tree tanks please Wargaming, we could also talk about one last thing. When you take a look at World of Tanks Blitz, yes, Wargaming is trying to implement new game modes. We have Gravity, Burning Games, etc. And even if we're limited by the engine capacity, that would be great for them to implement new game modes, permanent game modes, but not fun modes. I'm not talking about that. I don't care about fun modes. But modes like we have in World of Tanks PC, for example, Stronghold, that is a clan versus clan matchmaking or something like that, would be really interesting. If we already have the tournaments, what do we have, or do we need to wait for us to have, for example, a Stronghold mode? And I would like Wargaming to try to take some risks by implementing those kind of features into the game for us to have more fun, because trust me, when you have everything and when the grind is over, and even before the grind is over, you're already getting bored about the game itself. All the maps are the same, all the positions are the same, it nearly never changes due to the corridor factor of the game. I mean, it's an arcade game, so it's kind of logic that it goes that way, but it's been around for 5 years, and in 5 years some maps nearly didn't change, and every time you find yourself on this map, you just have to do the same tactic again and again and again. And the worst part is that those tactics are working pretty much all the time because I'm using those tactics and I have good stats, which means that the player base is changing, yes, because we have people that are leaving the game and we have people coming into the game, but at the same time we don't change anything about the game itself, the maps, etc. I know Wargaming is gonna start reworking some maps, so I'm glad they do that and I applaud the initiative, but I would like it to go faster. I know it seems like I'm asking a lot, and that's why I'm just... It's literally a video where I explain what I think is wrong with the game, but I don't have the eyes of a developer or anything like that. I don't have a clue if it's possible to do that at the moment or not. I'm pretty sure World of Tank Blitz team is doing their best for us to have good content, and honestly, even if I cry a lot, let's say it like this, in this video, I gotta be honest, they are doing quite a lot. But in my opinion, they are doing efforts on the wrong aspects of the game. They should listen a little bit more to their community when it comes to implementing new game modes or this kind of stuff. Maybe they are planning to do so, I don't have a clue, but I just hope it will come into the game. Now we gotta talk about one more thing. One more thing that is specific to YouTubers. And if I talk about YouTubers, obviously a lot of them are gonna try to do response video about what I'm gonna say right now because it makes views and it's quite easy. You just have to start your camera and say what you want to say, which is the exact same thing I'm doing right now, so I'm not blaming you guys. But we gotta talk about the state of YouTube. Back in the days, when I started YouTube at least, YouTube was not something commercial. It was like a little sphere where only people that really liked the game and really wanted to do video could express themselves, express their love for the video, for the video game, for Blitz, etc. But now YouTube changed because when you take a look at it, it's only a run for the views. It's no longer something that will teach you quite a lot, and it's logic that it changes because the player base is growing, but it's kind of a shame that we lost this little sphere we had previously. Let me explain myself. 2 years ago, you would have literally never see a thumbnail of a tank blurred in dark, so you want to click on it. And I'm not blaming anyone saying that. Literally, it's a good way for YouTubers to do views. And even if I don't encourage you to do that, I can totally understand that you do it. Like you wouldn't have a title that that makes you want to click. You will not have clickbait in general. You will not have like, oh my gosh, this tank can do what? Or oh wow, what is this? Oh, I don't know, new premium completely broken. All those kind of things. We didn't have them back in the days. I remember Bushka, Skate, Mitzi, etc. We were all doing reviews, and in the title you had a review of the Carnavan Action 10, review of the regular Carnavan, all those kind of things, so you knew what you were clicking on. And I think that World of Tank Blitz YouTubers are losing credibility over all the clickbaits we are doing. And I'm not blaming other YouTubers because I do it as well. We all do it because we want to see our channel grow, and I'm gonna try to explain to you why we do it. It's simple. The thing is, we are paid by views, so we don't really care about the content of the video. I mean, we still care, but I'm trying to explain it to you largely. What I mean is, as long as you click on the video, we are paid, okay? And we get our stats growing. So obviously the not the clickbait, the thumbnail, sorry, is extremely important for us, which means it's something we're gonna work on. And by doing this, we are slipping from a little sphere where we try to teach people to something where it's just a factory at this point. We are releasing 2 videos a day. We gotta find every day something to talk about, new and original, that is gonna maximize the views. And trust me, it's extremely boring. It's extremely, I'm not gonna say stressful, but it takes a lot of your energy for you to be able to do this kind of thing. And this kind of lost me at one point, because nowadays really, I don't take too much pleasure doing videos. I will not stop doing videos, but doing videos about Blitz especially, it starts to get upsetting. Literally, I don't take real pleasure doing my videos. I take pleasure doing streams because streams are quite fun, but for the videos, I don't know, you know, it's, let's say, it's different than what I used to see and do back in the days where I had more time, because there is something also we forgot to talk about, my real life. In my real life, I have a lot of things to do. In one day, I gotta work on my studies, and I'm not doing the easiest studies. I'm in a low degree or PhD. I don't know what's the equivalent. It's like I've been studying for 5 years by now, the law, so after college. And I'm still I still need to go for 3 more years. I have to go to the gym as well, and I have to pull up 2 videos, see my friends, cook for myself, all those things. I don't have a single 10 minutes for me every single day if you want to catch up with YouTube and all the rest. Which means that every time I'm doing something, it's either it's useful or I don't do it. And the thing is, when you start thinking like this, you tend to get bored pretty easily because it's not that easy to find new content and new videos, ideas for yourself when you release 2 videos a day for at least 1 year. I literally talked about everything there is to talk. I literally talked about all the different reviews of the tank. I talked about every single tank in this game. And what I'm doing right now is recycling content because I don't have the choice, because Wargaming is not implementing enough stuff for me to work on, and also possibly the fact that as I don't have too much time to edit my videos, I can't do big videos. Trust me, I would love to be able to do really well edited video tactics where I could explain to you how to go if you have this kind of team, how to anticipate what your opponents are doing, etc. But I don't have the time for that. I don't have time because I have a life and I have other goals that are much more important than YouTube, such as my real life career, the gym, and all those stuff that I will never ever let down for YouTube, because YouTube is temporary. In 3 years I would be done, and I know it, and that's why I thought it was important for me to talk about all those things. Maybe one last thing I forgot to talk concerning YouTube and Blitz YouTuber in general. There is a lot of YouTubers, especially when it comes to reviews, but we all say the exact same thing. You are watching all of us, but in the end, we are all saying the exact same thing. Let me take an example. If we do a Chieftain MK6 review, all of us, we are all gonna say the exact same thing. We're gonna say you gotta play it in hull down, try to wiggle when you're reloading because of your cupola, never try to push alone, and use your HE shells because you have an amazing penetration. You could literally sum up a Chieftain MK6 review in less than 30 seconds, but as we have to hit the 8 magic minutes for the monetization, we will do it. And I'm not blaming, once again, any YouTubers for doing that, because I do the exact same, because back in the days, YouTube brought me maybe 100 euros, 200 euros, maybe 300 euros per month. Nowadays, I live with YouTube. I can pay literally everything I want with YouTube because I'm doing more than 3,000 euros with YouTube, which is insane for a student. And that's why I don't want to stop YouTube. I don't want to stop YouTube because it allows me to get a good living, and it's also really... Even if I get bored, not about YouTube, but about Blitz and content about Blitz, YouTube, I love it. I love YouTube. It's an amazing experience that I would like everybody to be able to get. But Blitz, I'm getting bored about Blitz. And now that I tried again War Thunder, where I'm having way more fun, I'm thinking maybe I should switch to different games. Maybe I should try different games on the channel. Still related to tanks, but World of Tank PC, War Thunder, all those games could be interesting on the channel. And that's why for the end of the video, or this video, I would like you guys to tell me what would you think about me doing videos on other games. Because at the moment, I mean, there is no point into doing World of Tank Blitz videos when there is no content available. I mean, I could talk about updates, I could talk about new tanks coming, about tanks in the shop, about some tactics from time to time, maybe why not amazing replays, but those 5 things, they do not fill a freaking month of 2 videos per day on YouTube. And that's why I'm thinking that switching to other games could be a good idea. still related to tanks because I'm not going to change all of a sudden, but I would like you guys to tell me what you think about this idea for me to know if I should try it or not. Hopefully you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to tell me in the comments what you think about this. I did not talk about everything I wanted to talk in this video right now because I still have quite a lot of work. As you can see, I'm now you can't see it that much because it's locked on the camera, but I'm working all day long, guys, all day long. When this video is gonna be over, I'm gonna come back working for at least 4 hours before streaming, before working again, before eating the gym. So tell me what you think in the comments, and obviously I'm not gonna leave. I'm not depressed or anything like that. Don't worry, guys. I'm still enjoying making videos, but I would like to try different things because when you do the same thing for 2 years again and again, repeatedly every day, you start to get bored. See ya.